to get started, this is just a very basic overview on what a BAQ is, just because we're not going to be going into the process of making them or anything, but it's still good to know just in case no one knows. A BAQ is going to be a business activity query. That is a user-defined query that retrieves and displays the data from the Epicor database. It allows for data access in various processes, and a lot of people's favorite part about this is that there's no code required. So basically, you just grab all your tables and you connect them. You are able to do a bunch of things like have table relations, criteria, subqueries, and all that fun stuff to display your data like this right here. And it's honestly just they're like the foundation of a lot of Epicor functionalities, such as they're used in like dashboards and custom reports and BPMs and stuff, which I'll get to in a second. They just play a big role in a bunch of automation and integration workflows. And that's what I'm going to talk about next. So BAQs in automated processes. So again, like I just mentioned, they're very useful when they're used in BAQ reports, dashboards, BPMs, functions, schedule reports, and even in App Studio, because a bunch of them, I kind of repeated here, but essentially they just allow you to have live data to use in all of these automated processes, and it allows you to display things in real time, because as you update data in Epicor and then you like recall your BAQs and stuff, it allows you to like you recall it and it refreshes, and then there's your live data, and then you use these results and you can trigger certain actions in BPMs and in App Studio to trigger other customized processes. And they're just, again, where you can pull your data from to trigger all of these. A good example that I wanted to talk about before we moved on was just using a BAQ in a BPM. So let's say you wanted to check for part availability to see if on a job, and you can essentially build the BAQ that looks for the part availability and look for the on-hand inventory, open demand, and all that stuff, and you use it in a BPM, which runs when someone's trying to release a job, so that way you can prevent them from releasing the job if there's not enough parts, or if, again, the BAQ runs in that BPM and it shows you that there's no open demand or there's no incoming supply. Again, there's different things that you can do in BPM, which I won't really get into, but again, it just triggers that into like either sending an email or stopping them from releasing the jobbers, things like that. And the same Application Studio, because you can use the results you get from that BAQ to trigger other things in there. They're just very useful in automated processes. And again, it's honestly like the foundation of a lot of where you get your data from. And now we can talk about when to import and export these BAQs. These are the main three things that I thought people would use to import and export BAQs the most. So first we have sharing and migrating between environments. So a lot of the time when you're moving between, I don't know, like a test environment or your prod environment, or you're upgrading and you're moving into a whole different environment and you want to take all your data into one and put it in the other, that's when we can import and export these. And if you're just backing up or saving work or reusing standard queries, again, that's very useful when you're testing in a test environment and you want to bring it out to production and stuff. We're going to go over 2 ways to import and export these. And basically, there's going to be these export queries and import queries buttons here in the actual business activity query form. And this is going to be the kind of simpler way to do it, because this allows you to import or export one query at a time. So you're just going to go to the query of your choice in the BAQ form, and then you're going to press on the 3 dots in the right corner, and you get this drop down. And that's literally where you're going to just export the query that is already built. So you have to have one of the queries already built, and then this is how you can move it to a different environment, or if you just wanted to save it and have it exported onto in your downloads or wherever you want to save it. So when you press that export BAQ button, this is going to pop up, and it's just going to show the query ID, the description, and then once you press the export button, it gives you these messages and it'll tell you when it's done. And then this pops up, and this is where you just save it. You can change the name and save it into your downloads. Any errors will also show up here, but here we are. And then it's the same thing for the import query in BAQs. Once I have that saved, I moved on. So let's say I had saved that in my test environment. I moved on into my production environment. You're going to do the same thing. You go to the main menu of your BAQ form, and then you press on those three dots in the corner, and you press import query. And then a similar page is going to show up where you just select the file to import. And then I had changed the name before I saved it. I just put it to, so that way I knew, because I didn't have to add a new name. Adding a new name is optional, but so let's say if I had saved it as a different name, it would have popped up as that, but I also changed it here, so cam_imported BAQ, and then I wanted to show that in Designer, and here it is. It pops up back here, and again, it's the same query, just now I uploaded it in my production environment, and all of the settings and all of the work should still be in there. And again, it tells you the messages here. And any errors, again, will pop up here, which makes it easier to debug sometimes if it doesn't want to import and export as smoothly. But yeah, it just says it finished with success, and I was able to use it in my other environment. So let's say you wanted to export or import more than just one BAQ. You're going to use Solution Workbench, and that allows you to export multiple BAQs by creating a zip file of BAQs you wish to bundle and distribute. And this is what it looks like when you first open Solution Workbench. It'll show you all the solutions you have here, and we're going to press on that Add button to create our zip file of all the BAQs. I'm going to export to a different environment, or just export to have all of them saved. And then again, you just fill out the ID name, the solution type. I just like to keep it as all. And then your description. Once we have that added, we're going to go down here and add what items we're going to be adding to this solution. When you have your row highlighted, we got lucky and the BAQ was right on top, but sometimes you have to scroll down and just find what kind of item you're going to be exporting out. We have the BAQ here, and it's highlighted, and then you have to press on this little search button, and that's going to open another page where you then choose the exact queries that you're going to put in this solution. They're going to all pop up here. So you would just, press them and then there's another button down here that just says like, okay, and they'll pop up here. And then now you have them all here. The item type is going to be, again, this is the BAQ item type, and these are all the ones. I'm going to export 4 BAQs that I made, and once you're ready to export those, you're going to go on that top right corner, and you're going to build the solution, which is going to build that zip file for you. And then again, similar to the other pages, here we go. This is the file name, and you're able to change that if you'd like. It just gives you all of the messages here showing what it's doing when it's done, and again, errors will show up there. Save that. Once I have that saved, I moved on to my next environment, and now let's say I want to open it, or I have another solution that I want to open from someone else that has a bunch of BAQs in it. It's very similar to, again, what we did in the actual BAQ thing, and it's very similar to how we exported them. So again, when we're using Solution Workbench, it allows you to import a zip file of multiple BAQs. And it's not only for BAQs, by the way, but again, this is just BAQ specific. So I'm only going over that. But essentially, you're just going to go again, top right corner, press on those 3 little dots, and install solution. And then you're going to press on that zip file here, and there's going to be another validation file that you're also going to have to add, and it gives you this long number that's validated, and then it just shows you all the properties, and then you just press install. And the same thing, all the messages are going to show up here, and errors will show up here, which makes it easier to debug in case there's anything wrong. In case there's anything wrong with the file or with what's inside. And then once that's installed, I go back to my BAQ in my new environment, and I just searched CAM and the query ID, and they were all here.